I'll just keep that going. Will you please welcome Elliot Wengler? Pokemon Go is so much better than Tinder. Let me explain. If our only way of forming relationships in the modern day is to walk around cities swiping on an app and just desperately trying to algorithmically connect with something that never really loves you back, it may as well be on Pokemon Go. On Pokemon Go, if you throw your balls at them, it's not a hate crime. It's part of the gameplay. You're trying to catch them all. On Pokemon Go, if you go back to the church near her house the day after, no one has to call the police. It's fine. There's a Mega Charizard raid battle going on. In fact, they join in if they're really going for it. Come on, guys! On Pokemon Go, if you catch them all, Nintendo sends you a medal afterwards, which is amazing. If you catch them all on Tinder or Bumble, you have to go to an STD clinic afterwards, which isn't ideal. It's not good. Not a good idea. So I've been diagnosed recently. We can all guess which one. It's got 4 letters, and 2 of them are repeated because the attention is that short in it. Anyone here done the ADHD journey recently? Give us a cheer. Yeah. You clearly don't because you're being very loud. No, I'm joking. It's fine. You're being far too good. Can I ask you a question? When you went to your GP and said, I'm sad for the 800th time and they gave in, how long was the process? Or are you still going through? 5 months. You see, she didn't want to just give an estimate. She wants to be precise because that's how it works with us. 5 months, fair enough. I was promised 12 weeks, and then I went to because my GP referred me to a service called ADHD Net, and after I filled out their mega forms and stuff, I eventually got sent a 20-page form. They said, "Can you fill out this 20-page form about all your symptoms?" And I'm like, surely if I do the form, it's a trap. It'll be. I could barely finish 10 minutes of talking to strangers on stage for a living, let alone 20 pages. And so I did their evil form, and then they sent me another. And then 3 months later, ADHD Net, surprise, surprise, email. We've had a massive data loss. Can you redo it? No. Absolutely not. I mean, I can because I copied and pasted all my answers into a Google spreadsheet along the way, which I should be able to submit in itself. Anyway, that's not all that's going on for me. I live with my parents. Can you tell? If you live with your parents, give me a cheer. Okay, the 14-year-old didn't cheer. This is worrying. If you live with your parents, give me a cheer. Yeah, a few of us still do it. Yeah. What happened was that I met this girl. We fell in love. We bought a flat together, and then she didn't love me anymore. So she suggested I move back with my parents, and that's the correct order to do it in. Okay. Don't be ashamed of living with your parents. Do what I do. Call it living in your origin home. That sounds sexy, doesn't it? It sounds like I'm getting in touch with my cultural roots in Speen in Buckinghamshire for another 4 to 5 years at most, or at least. 33 now. That joke is aging badly, as I do it every year, increasingly. My dad sees me doing this in my stand-up sometimes and just looks at the number I cite and worries I'm going to cock-block him for even longer. So... like I said, but the thing is, like I say, I come from a place called Speen in Buckinghamshire. To give you an idea of what Speen's like, we used to have 2 pubs, but they both shut down due to lack of interest. Speen, we have buses to High Wycombe. High Wycombe's like my actual town. We have buses to High Wycombe on Tuesdays and Fridays at 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. This wasn't conducive to the social life of a teenager. My friends didn't want to have... I couldn't ask girls out on dates on the basis of coffee mornings on the market days. So, if you're trying to work out my vibe, it's bullied in grammar school. So, I'm in my 30s now, though, folks. Give us a if you're in your 30s. Wow, they're all at home, not affording anything, pretending that they're saving for their deposit. I'm in my 30s now, and what that means is a few years ago, I've had to start going to the NHS for reasons other than being sad and having a bit of cold every now and then. I had to go to the NHS. I had to have an arse operation the other year for my bum, not my personality. I had to have a sigmoidoscopy. Has anybody here had a sigmoidoscopy? Give me a cheer. None of you, guys, it's education time. So I had to have a sigmoidoscopy a couple of years ago because basically I was wiping my arse, which I have every right to do. And I kept finding red on the tissue, which is incorrect. That's the wrong answer, right? You're not meant to find red on the tissue during that process, okay? You Google it, you start worrying, and after a while, like I went to my GP and I saw this lady. I just moved to South London, and I saw this Indian lady from my badminton club, lovely petite woman who just said to me, "Oh, hello, Elliot," and I was like, "Oh, hi. Why are you here? I'm just here to see my GP for the first time." She says, "I am your new GP," and I'm like, "But I don't trust you on the back court, Pooja. This won't work." And she says, "Come on through." And then the first thing she says, before I can raise my issues, she says to me, "Now, Elliot, from the way you play badminton, I can tell you have anxiety issues. Can I prescribe you something for that?" What? That's not what we came in for, Pooja, but I don't mind it. You move to South London, you get given drugs straight away. I said to her, that's not what I came in for, actually. I keep wiping my arse and I keep finding red on the tissue, and I've taken red peppers out of my diet, so I've done the science. What's going on? And she says to me, "Don't worry, Mr. Wengler, happens all the time. Get on the table, open up, I'll pop in and have a look around." Pop in and have a look around. Like it's the co-op and she's going in to get some bread and milk on the way home or something. They see all orifices as just like little shops, don't they, the NHS people? She was in there for quite a while with more fingers than I thought was possible, viable or necessary. Longer than possible, and I said, "Are you going to be long in there? My arse isn't the TARDIS, it's not bigger on the inside." Turns out it is, and she says, "Mr. Wengler, it's nothing to worry about, but just to be safe, I'm going to refer you for a sigmoidoscopy." Now, a sigmoidoscopy, folks, is where they shove a camera up your arse. Cut to December 2022, and I'm in the basement of a hospital in King's College Hospital in South London, and I'm scared because I have to go for an enema. Has anybody here had an enema? It was the saddest sounding yeah we've ever heard in our lives. For those who don't know, an enema is where they shove a very aggressive jelly up you for some time, and then you'll poo 135%, like more than you thought was possible, more than capacity should normally allow down there. Right? I was on that toilet for 35 minutes. If I'd known I'd been on that long, I would have said, "Screw the hygiene, give me my phone back. I can get some Pokemon Go grades done while I'm in here. Come on. I can get some invoicing done." I didn't know that it could be dropping for this long. There were old men in that ward who were veterans. I'm like, what is wrong with these? Like, no wonder we can't go to war anymore. And then you're in the NHS, get the NHS gown for the first time in your life. That's a scary experience. It's the first time you have to wear apparel in your life, apparel where the arse hangs out on purpose, just as you're feeling mega vulnerable as is. And then Dr. Michael Armitt and 4 interns, as is the scale of the operation, wheel me through on a trolley through to the operating theatre, where he says, "Sorry, Mr. Wengler, we'll be in that in a jiffy. First question, would you like to watch?" What? What? Are the stool seats sold out? I don't think I can afford those. I know it's an operating theatre. Maybe some balcony seats of restricted view would be best for me in this occasion. He says, no, Mr. Wengler, you can watch a live stream of the camera as we go inside you. We all did some weird streaming in lockdown, but none of us some of us even tried Mubi, but none of us ever wanted to watch a live stream of the inside of our own arsehole. I was worried it was going to be like, Thorpe Park or Chessington. There's been like a key. I know the NHS is strapped for cash, but I was worried I was going to see like a kiosk with, key rings and mugs of my arse on the way out that I could buy or something. Remember the day out? Yeah, just me like. I said, I don't want that. Second question, he says, is do you want the sedation? And I didn't want the sedation because I wanted to go to the Dulwich Badminton Association Christmas party that night. Legend. Folks, if you do this operation, take the sedation. Listen to the Ramones. Turns out, all your intestines, they can all feel pain when you shove a camera in there. Because as Dr. Michael Armitt said, as long as you're sure, Mr. Wengler, because this is a flexible sigmoidoscopy, we can get the camera anywhere we want it to. If you do this operation, my advice is as follows. Choose your own music, because his final question was, any requests? And I said, DJing isn't my concern right now. I can no longer enjoy Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Because as Mariah reached a crescendo of All I Want want for Christmas is you. That's when the camera is as far into the excavation as was possible, and I'm screaming in pain because there's all these areas I've never felt pain before. I'm screaming, and he says, and Dr. Ahmet just slaps my arse and goes, "It's not cancer, yeah," which is great news, but a weird way to receive it. You know when you've got like a Henry Hoover or a multi-mega plug boy and you can press a button that zips the plug back in at full speed? At that point, one of the interns presses the shoop button, and now the camera's going back down again, like a log flume, if you'll pardon the pun, and we're going back down again at full speed, re-inflicting pain as we go, and I'm screaming and stuff, "All I want for Christmas is you. All I want for Christmas is a poo, Mariah, leave me alone." So take the sedation, that's my advice. We are out of time, so I'll leave you on this. It's really nice being out I've not had time to do it. I have to come back and do these another time. But folks, it's really nice being out doing gigs and festivals and everything again. Thank you. It's great to see your support in live comedy like this. You'll see the best things you ever see in your life at festivals and comedy clubs and stuff. I once saw Craig Charles doing a DJ set, and he was the drunkest I'd ever seen anyone in my life. So drunk, at the end of one of the songs he was playing at this 3 a.m. gig in the middle of the woods, he fell over and broke the sound system. And he recovered with the finest piece of public speaking I'd ever seen, because we all started leaving thinking it was over. He got it plugged back in and went, Where do you think you're going? So now we all went back in the arena, and he recovered with the finest piece of public speaking I've ever seen. He went up and just went, "Ladies and gentlemen, if you like that last song, you'll love this next one." And he played the exact same track he just played again. Brighton, until next time,
Elliot Wengler! And that was Elliot's debut here on Wednesday. How amazing was that for your first time in this? Yeah, for this first time in... Oh, amazing. Wow.